Hey guys, my name's Ravi and welcome back to Personal Finance with Ravi Sharma. If you're new here, definitely smash that subscribe button because we talk about real estate, cryptocurrency and financial freedom. Today is not just myself, I've got someone on here that you guys will definitely recognize. It's Queenie from Invest with Queenie, so welcome to the channel.
Thank you so much for having me and welcome to my place. We're filming in my apartment, so
yeah, it's different. I mean, I wouldn't have, is it this way? Yeah, the rocket ship in my place, I haven't got that, so this is a cool experience.
Definitely got to get the rocket ship and the neon signs.
Now, guys, if you have not heard about Invest with Queenie and you haven't heard about her channel, you should definitely consider subscribing to her channel. Talk about side hustles, personal finance, and getting started with investing. I think it's very important that, especially here now in 2021 or 2022, depending when you're watching, it's just important to know that you can get different perspectives and it's for free. It's on YouTube. So a fellow Sydney sider has done it a bit differently to how I've invested. So I think it's just interesting to go through her experience and what you guys can learn from that, okay? So definitely go to her channel after this, which is where we've done another video together actually. So in today's video, we're talking about how real estate and how investing in general has allowed Queenie to actually quit her 9-to-5 job, which I know a lot of you guys are very much interested in. I get asked constantly, like, how do I use real estate and shares and investing to now quit my 9-to-5 job that I may not necessarily like to pursue a passion business? So give us the lowdown, like, what are you doing now? When did you decide to quit?
Well, a lot of people call me crazy. They're like, Queenie, why did you quit your job? And especially, I mean, I don't mean to flex, I'm sorry, but you know, I think it's good to get the context, but my job was actually paying $120,000 per year plus super, marketing manager role, and which is quite a lot for somebody my age. I'm 24. So a lot of people were like, Queenie, you're crazy for quitting this job. Why would you do that? I've quit my job to focus more time and energy on my YouTube channel. And the reason why I've decided to do that is because, well, I think that we only really live once and we don't want to look back on our lives and regret not pursuing that passion project or that side hustle or that business that makes us really excited and brings us joy. So that's the reason why I've decided to leave my job. Thankfully, the YouTube channel has been increasing income. I'm making currently from $2,000 to $3,000 per month, which pays for my living expenses. I'm definitely no baller, like very sadly, I'm no baller. But I'm hoping that with more time and energy, I'll be able to really increase the amount of videos that I'm producing on the channel, provide more value, and then hopefully make more money in the process as well. But I guess we'll see how it goes. And I guess outside of YouTube and the side hustle, I also do have investments. So I've currently purchased my property. So this apartment that Ravi and I are in at the moment, something that I purchased, the price has gone up in value. And I also do have a stock market portfolio. I have an emergency fund, which is fully funded. So I've got $22,000 in cash just in case something happens. And let's just say my YouTube ad revenue goes down and I need to eat. So I can still like dip into those funds if I need to. And that also gives me a bit more freedom and just peace of mind knowing that even if everything, you know, blows up in smoke, I still have some assets and I still have some cash to live off.
That's a perfect segue into, I guess, the next part of what I wanted to ask was that mindset, right? For you to now leave work versus if you didn't have those assets, was it going to be quite different? Like, you've got the house that you're living in, which is now technically an investment because now you've taken out that equity and you're using that to invest in shares, right? So talk me through sort of that feeling that you have now, knowing you have a backing, which is that financial assets, versus you leaving work and you didn't have anything left.
Yeah, I think it would be a very different situation. And I guess what has been really good for me, building up my assets, building up my net worth and having cash savings just in case something happens is even while I was at my 9-to-5 job, I kind of knew that I didn't really need it. You know, I was kind of coming into work being like, oh, you know what, I obviously will work hard, do my best to get the best results. But, you know, deep down I knew that if I got fired tomorrow, I'd be okay. And it's just such a good feeling to know that you'd be okay with the amount of money that you have saved up already. So I think that leaving my job, while it was a risk, I still have investments to live off, and I still have enough income to live off. So it's not too scary for me. And yeah, I'm definitely very grateful that I started investing early. And yeah, it's just enabled me to pursue passion projects and have a lot more freedom in my life.
So with investing early, let's talk some numbers, right? Because I know we've got some people here, absolute nerds like myself. So you purchased your property, which is actually an apartment in Sydney. So talk me through when you purchased this and how much you purchased it for.
So we purchased it in 2019. My boyfriend and I put down a 20% deposit and we purchased it for $500,000.
Yep.
And now, just 2 years later, it's gone up to $620,000.
Wow.
Just from, real estate in the area going up in price, the Sydney property market. As you guys probably already know, it's pretty hot right now. And we've also done some renovations on the floor, the bathroom, the kitchen, and also the lighting. So that has helped. So we got it revalued, and then we were also able to take out some of that equity that we've built up in our property over the past couple of years from paying down our mortgage, and then of course the property price going up in value. We've been able to withdraw some of that equity to invest in shares. The initial plan was to invest in an investment property, but of course, since I've left my job, it just doesn't really make sense right now to get another mortgage. So the next best thing, I guess, is investing in stocks. So instead of, keeping all of our money in our current property that we own, we're diversifying our investments. And I think it's a good opportunity while interest rates are low to invest money somewhere else. And I'm hoping that my stock market returns will be from 10 to 15%, whereas my interest rate is only 2.25%. So I'm hoping to get a better return on investment for my money.
And I think this is interesting because I do talk about it on this channel where you don't just focus on one asset, right? And having real estate, again, that barrier to entry is huge. So people sort of get negative about it. I can't buy property, I've got to wait 12 months. No, you don't have to. You can look at other ways, and knowing that you can't get a loan because you've left your job, now going, okay, well, I can still use that money because money in the bank is dead money right now. So to be able to use that and do it with equity, it means you were able to do that because you made that move early on with real estate, which is awesome. It's exactly what I talk about with these guys. So I guess with, the investing mindset, right? Let's try and summarize where you're at now compared to if you didn't have those assets. Like, do you continue doing your passion business and then you're living your best life? Or do you go, I can leave and then, go back to another job? What's the mindset now?
So the mindset is hopefully try to pump out lots more videos, provide more value, and hopefully grow the community. And I think in turn, when you are providing value to people, what goes around comes around, hopefully good karma, hopefully I'd be able to make a bit more of a living off this YouTube channel. If it all blows up in smoke and we come back to this video in 6 months time and Queenie's gone back to a 9-to-5 job, you guys will know what happened. But I guess that option is always open. I left my job knowing that obviously I do want this to succeed, but even if it doesn't, I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. I can always get another job. I can always pick up freelance work. And the worst case scenario actually isn't that bad, whereas the best case scenario of being able to pursue a passion project full time and actually make a living off it, that is the dream, right? Being able to travel and work, that's ultimately my dream. And I think that a lot of other people have this dream as well. It's definitely not a unique or special dream that I have, and that's the goal, really.
I think you can just sense how happy she is right now. And that's exactly what I'm telling you guys, is that because you can become financially free, early retirement, whatever that looks like, in your 20s, this is the best time to be tasting everything. You're going all out into YouTube and creating side hustle income. And if it doesn't work out, it's like our worst case is we go back to a job because we worked in corporate before and whatnot. And so what I say to people is, if you have not only that mindset, but then also have that with real estate and shares and you're investing, you then have that financial backing to go, I can now make those moves. For me, I don't even know if you know it, but I actually left my corporate job to then get into becoming a DJ full time. And the only reason I could do that was because I had real estate investments. Otherwise, I would not have the confidence, and my dad would probably kill me if he knew that I didn't have anything to come back to. So I think it's just very interesting when I'm talking to people, they think it's so difficult. But what we realistically got to look at is, happiness is everything, right? Money is always going to come and go. But for us, if we're making those smart decisions early on, we can definitely make those choices that, you know, ultimately lead to, you know, financial freedom and happiness, right?
That's so true. I can't believe you left your corporate job to start a DJ. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That was a very interesting conversation with the parents.
Can you just tell us about this? Because I think that, I mean, I'm certainly curious. I think that other people would be curious as well.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, like, I went down and I was like, okay, look, you know, I want to become a DJ. And literally about 6 months before that, I had started promoting at nightclubs. So it was a weird time, right? I was like 24, 25, and I had a couple of investments already. So I thought, you know what, let's just go and do something that I've never done before. It means I get paid to go out, and then DJing, like, that's pretty cool. Like, why not? It's a lifelong skill I could have. And yeah, it didn't go down too well with dad. And then I was like, look, I've got these investments. Don't worry, man. Like, I got this. And yeah, after about 6 months, it just completely took off. And I think the main reason it took off is very similar to what you were saying, is you have the confidence that I don't need that gig, or I don't need that job, or I don't need that promotion, because you're financially stable. And that confidence allows you to actually excel well beyond what most people are sort of defensive, and they're so scared and insecure that, oh, if I don't get that job or that promotion, I can't make a living. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that was my short story about that. But
interesting.
You know,
why did you stop DJing?
Well, COVID happened. So with COVID happening, it was the perfect segue into what I was always passionate about, which was I wanted to be in a business that I was helping people. And if I could help people with something I knew that I uniquely knew quite well, being real estate, that's why I ended up opening up Search Property. And as a product of Search Property, the YouTube channel came to light, and you know, now we're here as well. So That's been the journey so far.
Very interesting story. See, like it's funny because, you know, we always think in life there's just one path. It's like, you know, graduate high school, go to uni, get a corporate job, retire, and die. And that's like, you know, it's a bit
and
more
die.
fair. But like, yeah, but you know, look at Ravi. You can open up a DJ business, you can invest in property, you can start a YouTube channel and a buyer's agency. It's like, you know, so many opportunities in this world. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, crazy stuff. But guys, if you have enjoyed this conversation, you should definitely go check out Queenie's channel. I mean, you've got videos like coming out every day now. And so if you haven't subscribed to her channel, definitely go check it out. There's so much value from there. I really enjoy some of your videos that you put out where you're talking about the most weirdest stuff, but then you make it entertaining and I learn something from it. And I'm like, that's cool.
Oh, thank you.
So definitely go head over to her channel. We made a video together on that channel as well. So go check that out, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. See ya.